Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And in the last part we started to head through Kaneshiro's palace. And in this part we're going to continuing to make our way through new Persona, Nekomata. I think it's weak to electricity. But let's just hit him with a nuclear spell there. But yeah, so the last part we finished, we started to head through the dungeon, and in this part we're going to continue to head through the dungeon. We're very much going to be heading through the second third, and we're starting off with a massive battle. Yeah, it's weak to electricity. Let's use Zeo on you. I do like Neo, I think it's Neopatka. I do like her design. Oh fuck, we've been inflicted with fear. And reflected. I do like her design, it's kind of a cool design. Nekomata, there you go. I knew I'd get it right in the end. Yeah, Nekomata's a pretty... I like Nekomata's design. But I'm afraid, so I can't do anything. Shit. Yeah, but Yusuke will finish him off for me. And there we go. Another battle down. 291 experience points. Koto learns the skill Freya, which is the second form of Fry. Does I believe it does medium nuclear damage to a single opponent. It's pretty good. You know, it's pretty nice to have those attacks. It means I can get rid of Fry at some point. Motherfucker! Yeah, I think you have to do that. In order to... I think you have to take that thing there, take that 4% in order to continue through. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh! And he's dead. Wow, I'm having a lot of those instant kills. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, there you go. Thanks for getting out of the way, love. Alright. So now I'm just playing. You can't see me. The fact that he's red means that he's a stronger version of the enemy. Oh, you piece of shit. That was just dumb on my part. Now we've got some other stuff. Ooh, there's a button. Let's hit the button. But let's get some shit first. Let's break this electrical box and see what that does. Yeah. Okay, we've got to find our second electrical box now in order for us to continue on past that little area. I guess you don't have to set it off. Show me your true form. If you know beforehand what the dungeon entails, you can just go straight to here and, destroy the two electrical boxes and then head up there. But your first playthrough, you're always going to make that, that error. Ooh, chest. God, I set it really high then. Snuff Soul, that recovers SP. So that's worth its weight in gold. And now we can head back. Now that we've got the Zelda jingle, which is something I liked that Persona. I like that Persona 5 added that. It's very old school JRPG in that respect. So now we can head back through here, and we can head upstairs. Ooh, another piggy bank. Soul Drop. It's another SP restoring item, which are really useful to have, especially if you don't do a lot with the sorry, if you don't do a lot with the curry and you don't do a lot with the making the coffee, because they are basically the SP restoring items. Or if you can't afford to get the SP Adhesive 3, which is luckily what I've got. I've got 4 of the SP Adhesive 3, so that means I don't have to bother with SP restoring items as much. It's somewhere. Yeah, so I never found the thing you need to turn this off in order to get those treasure chests, those treasure bags. They're just basically 3 treasure bags, so if you want more items to sell for cash, then there you go. It's not strictly necessary though. And there we've got the save point you can use if you so wish. In fact, I did a big cut here, later on because I thought I'd found it, and I tried to so I cut, you know, basically did a massive cut because I thought I'd found the electrical box that would turn those cameras off, but no, turns out it was to something else. Never mind.
Wow.
And now, so this is just a quick way back to the main entrance. Should you wish to go back, and I guess it's just a quick way for you to leave at this point, which you don't really need because you've got your quick travel anyway. Oh, this section took me quite a while when on my first playthrough because it was I found it a little bit challenging. There was a lot of basically a lot of cameras here, so you have to kind of be especially careful. But basically, you just have to miss out this center section for now. And what you have to do is just wait. Go around the outside and find both electrical boxes. And then once you've done that, then you can go through that way, and we want to head to that sorry, that large rectangular room at the top of the main hall.
Why don't we
I'll reveal your true form.
Get him. There you go.
next?
Yeah, I'm cutting out a lot of these battles now just because it's all enemies we've fought before. Balm of Life, that's another, I believe that's another SP restoring item. I think that restores a large amount of SP.
But
So yeah, basically what we need in order to get through here is we need to take on the two.
hey,
Basically we need to that room that we see that we need to get to has 2 guards in it. Can't go that way. So basically there's 2 guards in it. Both of them have a key. You use the 2 keys and you can make it use that room and go into the main area again and head further down into Kaneshiro's palace. I hope I don't keep saying Kamishida because yeah, we can't do anything here. We've got to get rid of got to turn off these cameras first. Tarnished gear, you can take that to the laundromat and get it done up. Oh shit, here we go. And if you get it done up for yourself, then it's basically extra gear for you to use, which is slightly better gear. Got a new weapon there. Oh, look at that. Both of them happen to be in this room. Isn't that useful? Yeah, one more. Yep, so that's all of the cameras out of action, out of commission. My apologies. And let's unlock this door just so we can have a quick way out. I always unlock every door that I possibly can just to make it easier. So now we've got this area unlocked. Yeah, that was where I backtracked because I thought one of those 2 things, one of those 2, what's the word? Electrical boxes, I thought would open up turn off those cameras. So I could get back, so I could get those treasure bags. But no, not to be. So now we're back here. Basically, we've got 2 shadows here. These are the 2. These are the first of 3. The first 2 of 3 mini bosses that we have to take on. Basically, they have the 2, but we can't take them on two at once, so we've got to split them up. How do we do that? Well, Koto is saying. There's communication equipment, so we're going to go up to that floor and we're going to tell them, and we're going to lure one of them to there and then ambush him. So we head to the monitoring room, we talk over it, and this is kind of nice as well that I like. Basically, at this point you can either head off and explore some more and make your own way there if you so wish. Or it can tell you, okay, do you want to just go straight there? And you can just go straight there and sort it out. Sorry, which I kind of like. It cuts down on the backtracking that you have to do, because this is pretty much in the first area of the whole, you know, one of the earliest areas of the whole palace. A bit of a beefy fucker. And this was the part of the dungeon where I genuinely had a hard time. Because these guys are fucking hard as balls. So this is the first one. He's kind of cool looking. Tornado Devil. We don't have a weakness. So let's try hitting him with a really hard spell. Nuclear just does normal damage.
Let's go.
He'll always up his attack first turn, and then he will hit you really fucking hard. So what I'm saying is, fuck you. We'll use Cross Slash. We'll use a Zanagi's Cross Slash to get rid of this fucker easily. But my first playthrough, my god, the 2 bosses, mini bosses here, plus the final mini boss, which we're going to be doing near the end of this part, is they are so hard. They hit really fucking hard, and you just have to be really careful with them. Basically, like they're not impossible. They hit really hard. So it's just you have to be cautious when you fight them. So yeah, we've got the tornado dude out the way. And this is another cool design. Another dual-bladed staff here. Oh, and it's weak to Freya. So let's kill it. That was rather fortunate. Bloodbringer. He's got kind of a cool name as well. Like I say, he has really powerful attacks. Really powerful attacks plus beefy defense when you first play him. So when you're playing through it the first time, he's tricky. Very tricky, and can really cause you some damage. Rising Slash. Don't really use that all that much, but then again, I've never used the physical persona abilities all that much. Just because it costs health to use, and I would just prefer to use SP. And if I want to do a physical skill, it's just easier to use, you know, your sword or whatever melee weapon that individual character happens to have. But anyway, we now have the 2 keys. The security's done. We've got ourselves a new map. Oh, and some treasure. Oh shit, look at that. Yeah, I cut past that, but basically what they do is they give you a fuck ton of experience points. I think about 25,000 experience points. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Show me your true form.
I know what I'm doing, I'm driving. So they give you 25,000 experience points, and they also give you like 50,000 yen. So it's a good way of, good thing to try and attack those as soon as you can. Problem is they don't have any weaknesses, so it's just it's luck about how many times you can. You just have to keep whacking them with physical attacks up until they decide to go down. So they're kind of tricky in that regard. But they won't really attack you either. They won't really attack you either. They just kind of like stand around taking hits until they decide to run away or until you beat them senseless. But anyway, we're now into the vault section, I guess. And I do like the way this looks. I like the floating money coming down. If only. And yeah, it's a nice little area, I think, to go through. Collection bag. Office calculator, we can sell that. Tattered wallet, we can sell that. Can't go this way. Shit. Away I go. So yeah, this door's locked. One way to go. Let's go. Yeah, so this is, I guess, a slight tutorial section where it's kind of like you've had the enemies, you've had the camera, you had the enemies on their own, you had the cameras on their own. Now there are guards with these cameras, but these cameras are slightly different because they give off a blue light, and the blue light ones mean that they go off and on kind of repeatedly. Kind of a pain in the butt. So wait for it to go off, then you can skip over. Let's hide there. Something which I didn't know actually, until I tried it out here, is I did the ambush here and I was thinking, oh shit, I'm going to have to move fast, otherwise I'm going to get caught in the thing. And it's like, actually no. Human eating lady. That sounds scary. I don't know why I use Freya here. But yeah, I go back to using Fry now. Because that was a bit wasteful. Even though I'm, you know, my SP was still recovering fairly quickly. But weak to nuclear, so Makoto's your friend. With these guys. Justice has prevailed. And then it gave me 224 experience, but Arn and Morgana have gone up to level 24.
Okay.
And he learns Diorama, which is an incredibly useful ability. You see like that, I'm just like, fuck, get out of the way. Get out of the way of the camera.
Focus.
It would be a bit unfair if you got caught in that before you could actually fucking move. That would be bullshit.
Dude.
So now we're going to head down.
How could this be?
There it is again. So we've got to jump down here. And we're just basically trying to get to the lower area.
I can feel it.
Oh, cool. Let's grab that. You guys are in the way. Move. Something which I don't do, which you can if you want, but I didn't bother with because basically you can go back through the door there. And you can fight those guys and then come back here and head down to the lower part of the dungeon, which the lower section, which is this section here is pretty much the last part of the second third of the dungeon, if you like. Yeah, there's a dog. Shit. Hide.
Show me your true form.
Fuck you, Motley. There you go. Don't need to fight him though. It's always the same enemy if you fight the dogs, so no need to show it. Revival bead. Incredibly useful. I think it restores them. It restores somebody with 30% of their full HP. Better than a slap in the face.
Somewhere.
Yeah, there is something in the piggy bank. Okay, unopenable lock.
See it.
Why you'd be able to sell that for any kind of money, I don't know. Oh, he saw me. That's BS. So, yeah, we've still got, there are basically a couple of enemies. There's a couple of enemies over on the other side, as well as a couple, shit, a couple of enemies on this side.
I'll reveal your true form.
Take one down, so I'm going to take down this asshole and clear up my core capture meter. So this is Jealous Lover. I don't think they're weak to... No, they're not weak to nuclear. They just take normal damage. Yeah, here I'm just like Freya. And it's dead. I can't remember what was there. What was his weakness? Is it fire? Yeah, it's fire. There you go. I got it in the end. Yeah, so they're weak to fire, so aren't your friend here. And kill him. Again, I kind of like their design. They're kind of it's kind of a nice design. But then it seems to be a thing for the enemies in this game. They have got some really good designs. So yeah, this is the final mini boss. I'm already at max HP. Okay, let's go to take him down. Now, if you want to, you could go up to the other side of the floor and take on those assholes for more experience points, which I end up doing off screen, but no point in showing that on screen. We just want to get on with this. Time for the third mini boss, who looks badass as fuck. But not just that, we've also got to deal with the two previous mini bosses we've already taken down. So we know he's weak to fry, so it's a nuclear attack, so let's take him down, causing a lot of damage to him. There we go. So yeah, your best bet is to get rid of the two mini bosses you've previously beaten. And then once you've... Shit. That was dumb. So take down the two mini bosses you've previously beaten and then try and go after the big gold fucker in the middle. Which I think is what I'm doing now. I'm trying to take them down first. There we go, it's dead. So yeah, Tornado Devil, I don't know why the audio's gone out of sync here. Didn't seem to have done that earlier, but whatever. Oh yeah, the tornado guy is weak to electricity. So he's down now, so now we can just concentrate all our fire on Demonic Warlord. Obviously, the previous two are hit pretty hard, and a reasonably tough defense. This guy has hits like a goddamn truck. And not only does he hit like a goddamn truck, but he's also incredibly strong defensively. But Anna's going to do her dominatrix routine, and we're going to finish this guy off here and now. There we go. And we're done. Got a decent amount of XP, and look at that. We've leveled up to level 25.
Alright.
And so did Ryuji, which is nice.
What a stylish power.
And Zanagi has learned Dodge Physical. Increases your chance of dodging physical attacks. Pretty easy, really. But this is pretty much the end of the second third of the dungeon. And the final third is just inside this elevator. But we're not going to be doing that this part. And this stuff, R equals C equals 0 and all this kind of stuff, these torn pages, they're going to be a big thing, a big puzzle element for the final section, which is actually a lot of fun to go through and I actually really enjoy. But that's it for this part of Persona 5. Join me next time when we'll be heading... we'll continue through Kaneshiro's dungeon. We'll actually be finishing off the infiltration section of Kaneshiro's dungeon in the next part. And there's a pretty... It's slightly brain-taxing puzzle. Not too hard. But it took me a while my first playthrough. So, join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.